So first, to review, if you need to go to the restroom, make sure that you shoot me a chat or something. If you got to step out, you can just let me know. Turn in, make sure you're pressing turn in on assignments in Google Classroom. Participation is those small things that we do every day, like doing your pear deck, doing that feedback form. Supplies and technology, we pretty well got covered. And don't forget to send the office a note if you are having an emergency, or to send me an email. So just let me know if something's going on and you're having issues, and you guys have been great about that. So today we're going to learn about opportunity cost, but for the rest of the unit we're going to learn about PPCs, rational decisions, and voluntary exchange. So today I want you to be able to define economics, define scarcity and opportunity cost, and know the difference between micro and macro. So my first question here is, what is economics? So I know you've seen the definition. Typically I switch these two activities, and we have a vocabulary day today and the notes yesterday, but I didn't want to do that with issues with connectivity and things like that, so we went a little slower. But if you will, type in when you think of economics, what you think of. One other thing to think about too is, if you are having trouble, with enough connectivity, if you need to turn your video off, especially right now, I can see what you're answering. If that helps your internet, that is totally fine. So I like to see your face first thing in the morning, so I get a feel for, how your day's going and stuff like that. But if you need to turn your video off to make this go faster, that is not a problem, and it should make it move a good bit quicker. So I'm seeing lots of different answers here. I think of budgets and money, all that stuff. And that's what I thought of when I think of economics. When I was told I was going to be teaching it, I still think of money. But really, economics is the study of choice. So economics is the study of how people allocate their scarce resources. We don't have enough, so we have to make choices. Some of you could be at work right now, but you made the choice to be in class. That was a choice. All of you have made a choice to sit in front of this computer instead of doing something else. So the ultimate scarce resource is, time. And I tried to represent 3 scarce resources in this picture: time, gold, and diamonds. But the idea of scarcity is, every time you do something, you give up something else. And that's what economics is about, is how do we make those choices to do this? If I'm a business, to make this product or carry this product in my store. So that's what we're going to look at throughout this semester. Let's see. All right. So tell me some resources that you, in your life, you don't have enough of. So give me an example of some scarce resources for you. All right. Lysol spray, excellent point. Time, money, and work hours. Money, time, Clorox wipes, the internet. Oh, sorry. Time, sleep, and money. And by the way, y'all, this does show names on it normally, and it's not loading them right now, so I'm not sure what's going on with that, but just do be aware that that's part of how I take the grade, and also when you type stuff in that everybody's going to see it. All right, so I made a list of scarce items. I made this before Kanye kind of went off his meds, so I'm not trying to shame him out about whatever's going on in his life right now, but time, gasoline, a good man, rooms at the beach, and I actually said the good man thing from, it's a Flannery O'Connor story called A Good Man Is Hard to Find, which if you haven't read is pretty awesome if you like dark death and destruction and also dark humor. Homes in San Francisco. My college roommate used to live there. She lives in Seattle now, and she spent like $1.5 million for a house that's as big as my little bitty house in Forsyth. So just crazy how location matters, and scarce housing can make a difference. All right, so here's the definition of scarcity. Your unlimited wants exceed your limited productive resources. At some point, Lysol spray and Lysol wipes are going to be back in stock. But the fact that you only have so much budget and you have to make a choice about whether you're going to buy Lysol spray or the Great Value brand or go without, that is what scarcity is. So scarcity exists all the time, but shortages exist with certain items at certain times. Okay? We are going to talk about two types of economics in the semester. Right now, we're doing our big overview unit, but then we're going to talk about microeconomics, which is business decisions, and macroeconomics, which is the whole economy. So all businesses and how they affect nations. And economics is about trade-offs. So one of the things that we ask about is opportunity cost. And opportunity cost is a trade-off is everything you give up. So when you made a choice to be sitting here, you could be eating breakfast, you could be sleeping, you could be at work, you could be running, and you could be biking or playing soccer or hunting or all those things that you guys mentioned. But instead, you made the choice to come sit in my class. And I say you made that choice because you had nothing better to do, which I'm sure some of you might disagree with a little bit, okay? But the thing is, if you had something better to do, you would be doing it. And that's why a lot of those child stars, they drop out of school. They get GEDs or don't get a diploma at all because they actually do have something better to do. You think about, I don't know, That's So Raven, you know, or I don't know what teenage shows you guys watch because I'm watching like Holly Hobby or something with my daughter, but the Lindsay Lohan, Britney Spears, Jessica Simpson, they all dropped out of school to follow their careers because they were getting paid so much money that high school cost them a lot. Y'all is costing you like $7.25 an hour minimum wage, but if you were making $300,000 a year, dropping out might look good to you too. So that's trade-offs. All right, so right here, I want you to drag your pointer to the choice that you would make at lunch today. All right, so normally I can kind of click on these points and I can see who moved their pointer. And for some reason I can't today, so I've got to figure out what's going on with Pear Deck. But somebody who chose a salad, unmute yourself and tell me why you chose the salad.
I chose salad because it's just healthier and it looks, that burger just looks nasty.
Okay. Is that Christina?
No, it's Abby.
Oh, sorry, Abby. Okay. So salad's healthier. Burger looks nasty. Okay. Somebody who chose the burger, tell me what your
burger because I don't like salad. I don't really like burgers either, but I'll eat a burger before I eat a salad.
So given those two choices, you're going with the burger.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kaishlin. Okay. So if you came to my house and these were the only two options I gave you, then your opportunity cost is whatever you gave up. So when Kaishlin chose the burger, the cost of that burger was missing out on the salad. When Abby chose the salad, the cost of that salad was missing out on the burger. All right, Connor, you just ran a 5K, a 10K, something like that. And this will work for my soccer folks too, or my mountain bikers. Which are you going to eat afterward?
Probably the burger.
Okay, why?
Because I've already worked a lot. I feel like I should be rewarded.
Okay. You've got a track meet in 2 hours. Which one are you going to eat?
Salad.
Why?
You gotta stay healthy. Life.
Yeah, and I make a habit of not exerting myself at all because, I don't want to like break a sweat or anything. But when I was working out and training for a 5K, I found out if you eat a big burger right before you run, what's going to happen?
Not good.
You're going to see that burger on the side of the road, guys. It's going to come back up, right? So one thing I want you to realize too is that your opportunity cost may change. So somebody's opportunity cost might be different from somebody else's. If you just ran a marathon, the burger's probably the better choice for you. If you're about to run a marathon, or about to go to sprint, the salad's probably the better choice. So everybody has different opportunity costs at different times. Bill Gates has a very different opportunity cost than I do with his time because his time is worth so much money. Okay? All right, let's take a look. All right, show me your cars. Drag those icons around. Oh, nice. All right, so in case you aren't aware, this is a Hummer H2, and this is a Prius. It's one of the early Priuses when they were not really focused on making them look cute. So my folks who chose the Prius, why did you choose it?
I chose it because way cheaper gas.
Okay. Who is that talking?
Christina.
Okay. Yeah, much cheaper on gas. Okay. Somebody who chose the Hummer. Tell me why you chose the Hummer.
I chose the Hummer because I'm used to like driving something like high up, and so like I like being like high off the ground, so like low to the ground like in a car, and then plus like anything's better than my gas mileage, so I don't really care about that.
Okay. And who is that speaking?
Abby.
Abby. Hey, Abby. I've got to find a better way to see who's talking when they talk. Zoom does a good job with that. I haven't figured it out for Google Meet, but all right. Let's see. So, Tyler, what did you choose?
I chose the Hummer.
Okay. And what then was your opportunity cost when you chose the Hummer?
Like, what do you mean? Like,
So opportunity cost is what you give up when you make a choice. So when you decide to...
well, I chose that because it's one thing, it's higher, but it's also, like, isn't that an off-road vehicle?
Yeah.
Yeah, so all you have to do is change the tires pretty much, and then
Yeah.
yeah.
So what did you give up though? Like when you slid this pointer to the Hummer, what did you give up?
Better gas mileage.
Very good. So you could say the Prius. You went with one of the benefits of the Prius, which is better gas mileage, and both of those answers would be fine. So, okay. So opportunity cost is about what you give up. So when I ask you opportunity cost, it's not what you picked, it's what you didn't pick. And it's your number one most likely thing. So I could be right now at home asleep. I could be taking care of my daughter. I could be making lunch or breakfast. I could be on America's Next Top Model. Okay. But I heard someone laugh. You might better mute yourself, loser. But my most likely thing would be I'd be at home taking care of my daughter. Okay. So that's my opportunity cost. So instead of in econ, we don't want to overwhelm ourselves with choice. We don't want to talk about every single thing you could be doing. We want to talk about your one best alternative, and that's your opportunity cost. So it's not money, it's what you would have done with that money instead. So if you decide today to go through Wendy's and hit that dollar menu or the 4 for $4, then you're not giving up $4. You're giving up what you would have done with that $4 instead. Maybe gone to Taco Bell, maybe saved it and paid for college tuition or gas or whatever it is for you. And opportunity costs are different for different people. So my answer is not going to be the same as your answer in a lot of cases. And again, it's not that you give up an hour to go to Wendy's or spend time in our class. It's that you give up sleeping or the things that you do with it. So when we ask about opportunity cost, we want to know what you give up or what you trade off to do what you're doing right now. And this is your one best alternative. Okay, so opportunity cost is always going to be one thing. Trade-offs can be lots of things, and then we narrow it down to opportunity cost. All right, so answer this one, and this will be it for our notes for this morning. Sleep, sleep, sleep. That's what I expect first block. All right, so whoever said time, it's not the time, it's what you'd be doing with that time. There it goes, time spent. You were probably typing that anyway. Breakfast. Sleep, 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 sleep. All right, so this person said sleep and go to work. When I say opportunity cost, it's only one thing. So pick the most likely thing that you would be doing, or I guess if that hour and a half you would spend some of it sleeping, some of it going to work, that would be okay. So again, here we've got 4 things. These are all trade-offs. One is going to be your opportunity cost. So you need to narrow that down to one thing for it to be opportunity cost. Working out. Oh, nice. All right. So that's what opportunity cost is about. And what your assignment for today is going to be to watch the little short 2-minute opportunity cost video I've got and answer the questions and fill in your guided notes, page 1. So don't go past opportunity cost. When it starts talking to you about vocab we didn't talk about today, you're done. And tomorrow, what we're going to try to do is a group activity. I'm going to try it with Google Meet. You guys are my smallest class, so I'm kind of piloting it with y'all to see if it works. And hopefully it won't all go to heck. But that's what we'll work on tomorrow.